Pumpkins are everywhere this year. It's nearly Halloween, and by now you've probably either carved out a pumpkin and wondered what to do with the bits you've scraped out, had a pumpkin flavoured coffee, or maybe you've even picked out your own pumpkin from a farm. Meaning, of course, taking lots of photos to fill your social media feed. Obviously, the tradition of carving pumpkins comes from the United States.
Well, actually, no. There was a very strong tradition of carving root vegetables in the British Isles, going right back to the Middle Ages probably. And the vegetable that they would be carving was a root vegetable, and it was a turnip. In Ireland and in southwest England they were called punkies, and in East Anglia they were called jack-o'-lanterns. Now what happens is Irish migration takes these Halloween traditions to North America, where the vegetable available around this time of year that's going to make good lanterns is the pumpkin, and it's much, much easier to carve.
But does the American love of pumpkins run deeper than just being an autumnal coloured crop that's easy to make into a lantern?
One of the coolest things about the story of the pumpkin is it's actually helping to rejuvenate small family farms. So the popularity of pumpkin pie and the jack-o'-lantern has led to the revitalization of the very thing the pumpkin represents, the small family farm.
And now farms over here are cottoning on to the pumpkin trend too. Last year, people in the UK spent £10 million on pumpkins for Halloween, and more fields have been taken over by pumpkins to cater for the demand.
In the last 3 years, we've started growing pumpkins, which was something new to us. We were already well known for our fruit during the summer months, so it was just a natural expansion and progression to do something later in the year. So yeah, it's a huge benefit to the business.
And could the Brits' love of pumpkins grow even further in the future?
This veneration of the small family farmer and how the idea of toiling in the soil builds strong work ethic and builds morals and a sense of virtue. These are all traditions that come, old traditions that come from England too. And I think maybe in this time of discord that we have across the world with Brexit in England, people return to a sense of nostalgia to these old-fashioned ways of making a living on the land. As much as they move into cities and they move into office jobs over the years, people still like to think of themselves as farmers at heart and all that that represents.